for work.
Okay, where you
Okay.
work? Well, I don't want to ask you where you work at, but yeah,
I
that's you
have
work kind
two
of late,
jobs.
right?
So no, I have two jobs.
Two jobs. Okay, you putting
Mm.
it down. You are putting it down. Let me ask you this: are you married?
I'm not.
Okay, have you been married before?
I've been engaged.
Engaged. Okay. What do you think is the worth of a husband today in 2021?
Okay, so my values are different. I grew up where my mom was the breadwinner,
Mm-hmm.
but she still let my dad be the king of the household, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So she got three daughters, so she instilled in us to be hardworking. So for me, I'm okay with making more than my husband
Mm-hmm.
or my significant other. As long as he's working. And I think social media and Instagram has kind of messed it up. Like, men need to pay all my bills. I need
Mm-hmm.
to be with a millionaire. I need to get my body done to get a husband. So I think it's the internet that has messed up the worth of a husband. It should be love, a connection.
Okay.
So
If you this is going to be a hard question. I'm just trying to think, just having a conversation. Is there any way to quantify what a husband is worth these days? Like if you had to put a money, like what is a husband really worth now? Because do you want to get married in the future?
yeah, I would love to, but I need a man that has some goals and stable. Wants to be stable.
Okay, well, $41,000 a year. That's average for a black man. Is that goals and
I make
stability?
well with my two jobs. I'm making 66, so I'll
Wow,
take
that's good.
41.
You'll take 41?
Yeah, like I said. Okay, so my mom was an RN
All
making.
right, but let me ask you this:
Okay,
is it hard for you to find? No, and I appreciate what you're saying, but when people talk about their parents and their grandparents, that's important to talk about. But now we're also talking about 2021, right? But let me ask you this: is it hard for you to find a man who's making 41,000 a year?
yes, it is.
Really? What the men that you are dating? What do they typically make?
Like 30, 28.
30, 28. What do they typically do?
Um, that's not. I haven't had like successful men with good jobs. Temp job men.
Hmm.
Um, I did date a guy who did a forklift. With me, it doesn't matter. He could be the manager at McDonald's as long as he's working to be like the general manager, the owner. I don't care.
The owner
Like,
of the McDonald's, the owner of the McDonald's is
but do
making
you
like
get?
six figures.
But do you get what I'm
You
saying?
guys,
He's moving up
do you hear this,
though.
guys? Do you
But do
hear this?
you? But do you hear what I'm saying though? He could be the fry cook right now as long as his goal is to be the shift leader to move up in McDonald's. I'm
You
okay with that. Women want people. No offense, lead attorney. They want the attorneys. They want the rappers. They want. For me, no. I just want love and happiness, connection.
you said love and happiness connection, and then you say the owner of the damn McDonald's
I'm
franchise.
giving an example, lead attorney.
Okay, I'm just yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, we're just talking, but I guess I'm trying to figure out why is it hard to find man. You say you what did you say you wanted? You wanted love and affection. Why is it so hard for you to find a man who will give you love and affection?
Because I've been dating dudes who got baby mamas with kids cheating. You got me on. See, you wanted me to show my face. I'm telling all my business. My exes could be in here. Like, you see what
Oh,
I'm saying? Like, uh,
I'm just
that's okay. I got you. You said you didn't want, but
no.
no cheating. I've been cheated on by with their baby mamas.
Mhm.
Um, I they'll be working, then all of a sudden they don't want to work, and they're on my couch while I'm
Mm,
sitting here working two jobs.
two
Like,
jobs.
yeah, I'm a hustler. I gotta keep money.
She said, "Yeah, that's what's up." What state are you living in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, okay. I thought there's. Okay, yeah. What do you think is necessary for you to maybe find a man who would be a good husband for you?
Well, maybe if I had a day off,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe somebody in the chat can tell me, because like where I've been looking hasn't been successful. I'm 36. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
clubbed since what, 28? I might
Mm-hmm.
go to a lounge or something, but I don't do that. So if I meet somebody, it's because I went uptown to grab a drink or something, but that's it. I don't do online dating and all that. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do that, but
Gotcha. Okay. Well, if you don't,
she
if
likes thugs. No, I don't.
well, listen, but you. I mean, in fairness, Shay, you were talking about you date men with baby mamas and things like that. So it kind of sounded like a Pookie type of thing. That it did kind of sound like that. But if you don't, that's fine. But just the way that you said it, I date men that sleep on my couch. I date men
Wait,
with.
wait.
That's what you said, Shay. I don't want to
I
call you out, Shay.
said I said they were working and then they're on my couch. They stopped working.
That sounds like a thug.
That's not fair.
No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. No, well, thank you so much. Do you think that the value of a husband will ever increase, or is it just is it down in the dumps to stay? What do you think?
Instagram has just made it worse. That's just my opinion. All
And
these women want what they see on the internet.
mm-hmm.
And these women want to be some want to be perfect, and I I don't know. I don't want to deal with all that. I just want a regular guy. And I know at my age, like most men are gonna already have kids. I don't even have kids because I'm gonna choose my baby daddy.
But let
So
me ask you this though. Let me ask you, Shane. I don't want to interrupt you, but you're saying you want a regular guy, but regular guys are everywhere by definition. By definition, regular guys, average guys are the most plentiful type of guys there are in the world. By definition, because they're average. Finding an average guy is very easy. It's there because they're everywhere, supposedly.
okay. So are they gonna keep a job though? Like, are they gonna hustle like I'm hustling?
Well, wait. Hold up now. You say you want an average guy. Average guys don't have two jobs.
But do they hustle?
No, because they make 41,000 a year. You just said that you were fine with 41,000 a year. Now you want them to hustle. So which one is it?
What?
I mean, 41,000 a year isn't hustling, if
No,
we
it's
can be honest.
not. It's
Okay.
not.
All right, it's not. So first you were saying 41,000 is fine, but now you're saying that you want a guy to hustle, and hustling is not 41,000. So which one do you want? Do you want the man that makes 41,000, or do you want the man that's hustling?
I want the man that's hustling.
All right, we we love Shay. Sometimes you gotta ease it out. Sometimes you gotta coax it out of it, right? You gotta coax it out. All right, now let me ask you this: since 41,000 isn't hustling, how much is hustling?
I mean, shit, I'm at 66. Can they make 60?
Six,
70?
60, 70? 60,
Mm-hmm.
70? Okay. Because, guys, I don't know if you remember how this started off, because she said that, she was fine with having a man making, 41,000. But now that we've kind of talked it out, she wants a man making, around what she makes, 60 to 70,
Mm-hmm.
which is fair, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of what I want guys to understand, that, if you really start talking to women, you will see clearly. You can't just go off what they first say. You got to have a conversation with them, and you'll start to see what the value of a husband is. And it seems like it's tied to your income. We had Frank on here yesterday, and Frank was saying, no, $100,000 man deserves the same great wife that a $25,000 man deserves. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you as a woman. Do you think that a man who is hustling and makes $100,000 a year, do you think the type of wife that he gets, that's available to him, should that type of wife also, that quality of wife also be available to the man who makes $25,000 a year? It's a confusing question.
It is a confusing
Okay,
question.
don't worry. I need to think of a better way to ask it. But
Yeah.
all right, so I guess what we're saying is you want a man who not necessarily make, because first you said 41,000, but then you thought about it, you're like, I don't really want that. So now you want a man that's hustling, making 60 to 70,000. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got you. And
Is that
is it
so bad though? I mean, like, I'm not looking for Instagram money. I'm just looking for us to like go on trips,
right? You
have a
want to
nice
live.
mortgage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, I mean, damn, I'm working hard with my luxury duplex. Like, why you can't want the same thing?
right. Where do you think you need to go to find men who make 70,000 a year?
I said I go uptown
But
to
you said
look.
you work two jobs, so let's be honest, you don't go uptown often.
I don't
I
because
listen, Shay. I'm listening to you when you talk. I'm listening to you when you talk, Shay. Okay, you're talking to an attorney here. I'm processing everything you're saying. You say you go uptown, but you know if you go uptown once every 3 months, it doesn't really count because you're hustling. You're working hard.
but what's wrong? Okay, so I get this from my mama, y'all. Like I she told me to work. You know, you got bills like you gotta pay. So like with or without a man, I know I got bills, and if there's a certain lifestyle I want, I'm working two jobs. That's why I work one in the day and the hotel at night. Like I'm doing what I gotta do so that I can have the lifestyle I want until I
Absolutely.
find him.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like you're really looking for him because you're working those two jobs. It seems like you're caught in a trap. You want
So
to
what
live.
should I do then? Then help
Yeah.
me, lead attorney.
All right. Does anybody have any advice? What beautiful Shay? You hear her voice, all sexy and seductive. What is sexy? Seductive. Did you start a YouTube channel, Shay?
I tried to. I need your help. I told
When
you
did
to
you
email.
try?
Really? Cause I
How
tried
many
and I
videos do you have,
none.
guys? This is what I'm talking about. This is what. First of all, she says she wants my help. Then
You
she said,
sent
"Wait, wait,
me a
wait, 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 wait,
video.
wait. You say you want my help. You say that you tried. Okay, Shay said that she tried. I asked her how many videos she has. She said zero.
I put one up. I put one up. And then I deleted it because there was no picture. I couldn't get a live video. And I was
uh,
shouting out you and Kwame for having me, like, shouting me out. Because you've
did
always
Kwame
had.
shout you out too? Shout out to Kwame, man.
Yeah, because I'm the girl that's always talking about, excuse me, him and his apples. So he shouted me out. But yeah, I just like put a video to like shout y'all out. It only got 10 views, so I deleted it because I was like, ain't
This is what I'm
nobody
talking
checking for
about.
me. Ain't
This is
nobody
what I'm.
checking.
This is what I'm talking about. I totally agree with you, Shay. This is what I was trying to say beforehand. The way that you guys show up and support people, because I have felt exactly like Shay. Like I didn't say that I tried with one video and then deleted, so I got no video. That was a little bit more persistent than that. But it's absolutely the truth where you do this work, you spend hours to make one video, and you get 10 people to watch it. You will absolutely go through this as a YouTuber.
And then I talked about like my background, like who I was, why I'm doing this. And the reason I shouted you out, no content. And the reason I shouted you out is because you sent me an email on what to do. That's why I put you in there and I was like, thank you, Kwame, for posting my thing. And I was like, let me tell you a little bit about me. Nobody gave a damn about me. Like,
It's
I'm for
true.
the kids. I'm an educator. I work two jobs. Nobody gives a damn. I don't have any like drama to talk about. I'm not talking about what the latest gossip is. Nobody gives a damn about what the fuck I got to say right now. She sound like she don't have energy for him. Energy for who?
Well, I think what he's talking about maybe is if you're working two jobs, you're pretty tired. Let's be honest. You're pretty tired when
Oh,
you get home,
true.
right? So that's the thing. I mean, a lot of you women, it seems like you kind of have to choose. Do you want a man, husband, or do you want to live this lifestyle that two jobs, three jobs can provide for you? Because if you have two jobs, if you have three jobs, just like Tawana is saying, where are you going to get the energy for a man? Where are you going to get the time for a man?
So y'all want me to go live in the projects and that way I only work one job and go look for a man? Like y'all should nobody's proud of me for working two jobs and
I'm
holding
definitely
it
proud.
down.
I'm definitely proud of
No, I'm
you.
talking to your chat, like, cause
Oh,
I'm
like,
trying to
okay. Shay, this is
understand.
another thing too. Shay, let me tell you. Let me tell you. The chat is ruthless. Okay,
Yes,
don't
I
okay,
know.
the chat is for real. Okay, You saw the beautiful lady down here, Black Beauty. Everybody's like, oh, she got the shea butter on her toes. Like it started going off the rails. Okay, we had to bring it back. We had to bring it back. You mentioned toes on the Lead Attorneys channel. Everybody go crazy. So yeah, so don't worry about the chat Shay. But you are raising some good points. It seems like a man is worth less than you working two jobs, to be honest. It seems like you would prefer to work two jobs than to work one job, maybe take a step down in your lifestyle, but devote that extra time to finding a man. Let's say you're working in the hotel, which is your other job. You don't want to stop working that job. You could stop working that job, maybe reduce your expenses a little bit, and then use that time to try to find a husband.
So then who's going to pay my range then?
Your husband, when you find him. Because your husband is making 70 grand. It's
Thank
hard.
you, lady at the bottom. Thank you. You see, but do you see? I like nice.
Let's jump into the lady at the bottom. Let's jump into Black Beauty since everybody wants to talk about. All right, Black Beauty, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
I am doing great. Great. You are getting a lot of love in the chat.
I just wanted to real quick just respond to Shay because
yes.
I really do. I just want to make an overall commentary because what I realize in our community is that the reason why so many of us Black women are not able to find these wonderful men that you're looking for, Shay, is because, honey, you work in two jobs. Let me tell you something. I'm a 6-figure woman myself. And right now, as of today, I guess 2 weeks ago, they let me off the project. I guess I don't have a job. Listen, let me tell you something. I've been in every hotel bar. I'm in New York. I live in Brooklyn. What I will say is this. The way for you to find someone that can take care of you is to take the day off of work, pretty yourself up, and go out. Because this is a little secret they don't teach Black women. While you're at corporate America doing and working for your boss and getting all that good money, Sue Lynn Maria and everybody else is at the Standard Beer Garden, hanging out with the lead attorney. So it is what it is. The reality is we are outside of the market because we're working. They have us working. And that is the one thing that Kevin Samuel says that I wholeheartedly agree with that. We are working too hard as beautiful Black women. If, for example, when I was working at the firm every single day, so my background is I'm in my mid-30s, and I actually have walked out of corporate America about 3-4 times. I mean, I've given JP Morgan my ass to kiss. I've given KPMG my ass to kiss. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because I knew from early growing up in the Bronx what the value of being a woman is. The reality is I look around and it's only us. We're the only ones at the firm until 5 and 6 o'clock doing somebody's spreadsheet, while everyone else is hanging out at the Standard, which is one of my favorite places. They're hanging out at Serafina. They're hanging out at the Gansevoort. They're all hanging out with their backless dresses, with their bra top on. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that as a beautiful Black woman, I am tired of being in the shadows and working. The value of a husband is so that I don't have to work. The value of a husband is that I can come and entertain him the same way that Becky and Maria is entertaining him at 4 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon when you, Shay, are at work. And that's the reality. The reality is that it wasn't set up for us to win because we're over here working for somebody while all the other women that have been privileged enough to have daddy keep them in the basement in an apartment, they get to hang out in the bars and hang out with people like the lead attorney. Do you understand what I'm saying, honey?
I do.
So ain't nothing that you can do. The best thing you could do is take 2 jobs, find one job that pays you the price of those 2 jobs, demand your weekends off, and take your ass to every high-end place on Saturday and Sunday that you can find. And when I say Saturday and Sunday, Saturday is a 2-spot place, 3-spot place. You go into one place at 11, you sit for 2 hours. You go into another place at 2:30, you sit there for lunch. You meet some girlfriends for dinner.
Listen, she's got a strategy. A Black Beauty has a strategy here. Hold up now, talking woman to woman. This is interesting.
And the reason why, I'll tell you this, the reason why I'm not married today is because my fiance, he passed away in 2016. And it took me so long emotionally to get over that. By the time I got over it, and here the fuck come COVID, I was so mad. Do you understand that in January and February when COVID hit, I was out in every spot. in Little West 12, every spot in Lower Manhattan, every spot in Brooklyn Heights. And then here comes COVID, smashed down on my dreams. You understand what I'm saying? You need to have time to be able to beautify yourself because you are beautiful, but there's nothing like working out 4 or 5 times a week. I went to the gym yesterday. I went to the gym this morning. I don't work. There's nothing like being able to pick up and go to the grocery on Tuesday when they have the best sales and buy all the vegetables. I just fried a sweet plantain and a green plantain. Do you understand what I'm saying? While I'm in my house, I'm making my dinner. I'm eating what is keeping me healthy and happy. I'm taking my energy and I'm applying it to what I want to do, which is going out and being seen. You can't be seen while you're working for Brad. You can't.
Yeah, so I hear what Black Beauty is saying. Black Beauty, it seems like she's saying that she invests time into finding a man. And it seems like that is your biggest obstacle, Shay, is that with your 2 jobs, you just don't have the time. You really don't. And on top of that, it seems like maybe you could, we don't know your financial situation. I don't want to get into it. But one of the things that you said that stuck out with me is that you said that you didn't have any kids. Right. And if you don't have any kids, that's a huge financial burden that you don't have to take into account, that you don't have to provide for.
I wish people would stop saying that because I have a master's degree and because I don't have kids, my student loans are $400 a month. So there's my daycare bill. Where versus my friends only pay $5 a month for student loans.
Can you defer?
I have no man. My rent is $1,100. My range is $550. So
you need to go out and find a man who could pay the bill for your range. That's very expensive for what you got. But you need to go out there, find someone, and just be like, hey,
Wait, what's a range? Are we talking about a Range Rover?
A range, baby. I want a range, girl. I don't got a range.
Hold on. How, if I may ask, how much does a Range Rover typically cost? Like the total price?
70, 80.
She popping though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, give me my props.
Yes, girl. I want that too. Trust.
Like, give me my props. $1,100 in rent. Like, I'm doing it out here. Like, I'm trying to better me. I get what y'all saying. Y'all want me to go to the bars. Y'all want me to do this so I can find a lead attorney. But damn.
Well, why don't you get, instead of a Range, why don't you get a Toyota Corolla that will take you to the bar? Did you see it?
Girl,
Listen to what I'm saying to you. One of the reasons that you say that you have to work 2 jobs is because of your range, because you have that bill. So you have to work 2 jobs to help pay this bill. And because you have to work 2 jobs, you don't have time to find a man. But what if you reduce that bill, which would allow you to reduce your jobs, which would allow you more time to find the man? And then once you find that man who is, like you're saying, making 70,000, then you got the man and he can pay for your range. Right? So by taking one step back and taking the Toyota Corolla, you have time to find the man who will pay for your range. Like you want props for driving the Range. You want credit for everybody's like,
No,
you're
no,
like,
no, no,
wait.
no,
You said, give me my props. You said, guess what you
I'm holding it down.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm holding it down.
Listen. But the props that you're getting from the range is holding you back from your true blessing, which is the man who can pay for your range.
Okay, so y'all, I'll dummy myself down. I'll quit my job. I'll turn the range in. I will do all this just so I can have a man. That's what y'all are telling me. That's what y'all are telling me.
We telling you to go out, and when you go out, pretend you don't have a job. I'm telling you to keep your job, and when you have a day off, you go out and you don't have a job. When you
but let's be fair, because she has 2 jobs, and what we are saying, it seems, is that she does need to quit one, because if she has those 2 jobs, she's not going to have the time to find the man.
Right,
I mean, are we honest? But that's the thing. I wish you could have seen your face, Shay, when I told you to get rid of the Range and get a Toyota Corolla. Like the face that you made was awesome. But this is the thinking that plagues our community. You're really prefer it's like you've made a choice that you're going to drive the range instead of having a husband because
That's
the
not
range.
fair.
Listen,
That's not
okay,
fair.
let me explain it to you. To find a husband, you need time. You don't have time because you have a second job. You need a second job to pay for your range. If you didn't have the range, then you wouldn't have a second job. If you didn't have a second job, you would have more time. And if you had more time, you could find a husband. Why is that not fair, Shay?
Be- Fine.
No. Don't say fine. Let's talk about it. Why is that not fair?
Because these are things I want. Okay?
Exactly. So exactly. You said these are things that I want. So, but Shay, when I said it seems like you want a range more than you want a man, you said that's not fair. But then when we talked about it, you're saying no. Well, I really do want the range, which is not going to allow me to have the time to have the man. So let's be honest about this, Shay. You are choosing this Range Rover over a husband.
Okay, so in all fairness, I got a second job. Like, okay, so my main job pays my bills. The second job is for money in my pocket so I can travel and stuff when I am off. So I don't want you to think the hotel's paying the like my range bill. I'm just saying to have extra money, I have a second job. What's wrong with that? I'm a hustler.
The problem, there's no problem with it. If you like your lifestyle, there's no problem with it. The issue is that your second job is
It's hot.
taking.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the issue, Shay. Your second job is taking away time. It's the time that you need, like the Black Beauty was saying, to invest in finding a husband. But you're saying you had the second job to have some spending money, to take a second job so you can travel, maybe go on a cruise. But you're preferring the cruise over a husband. Do you see where I'm coming from? Am I wrong?
No, you're not. I just
It's
tech.
hard for us to lower our lifestyle. It's hard for us to invest because that's what you would be doing. You would be lowering your lifestyle to free up time to invest into the pursuit of finding a man. But you are basically saying through your actions that it's not worth it. You're saying that it's not worth it to stop going on cruises to find a husband. It's not worth it to get rid of the range to find a husband. It's not worth it to have a little extra spending money than to have a husband. You're showing by your actions this. I'm not saying what you're saying. I'm looking at your actions. You have this second job, which prohibits you from finding a husband because you don't have any time or energy. You see where I'm coming from?
I do. I do.
All right. No one's telling you to quit your second job. You're hustling. You're proud of yourself. You're doing great. But we just need to be honest about the choices that we are making. That's all I was saying. I think El Guapo wanted to come in and kind of maybe give some advice. El Guapo, can you hear me?
I sure can. How are you, lead attorney?
I'm doing great. What do you think, El Guapo?
Man, hello, Shay. How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Life is good. Life is good. So, I heard you say, and when the lead attorney probed a little bit deeper, you initially had said that you were okay with the guy making the average amount, the 41,000, right? But
Mm-hmm.
what you really want is somebody a bit more ambitious. I think what needs to happen
Yes.
is that you need to lock down exactly what you want. You can't be double-minded in this. Okay. So, and one huge success principle when it comes to anything is understanding that in all reality, you can probably have anything that you want. You just can't have everything that you want. You need to prioritize what it is you want. So having that strong, great relationship with a man, to ride out life with, if that's what you want, make that primary and then everything else secondary and tertiary and laser focus on that. So may I ask you, what is it that you actually want relationship wise?
Someone to love me for me. Someone that's gonna
Okay,
work. Someone like a real man, like but does his manly duties.
got it. Do you want to work two jobs?
Wait, honestly though, here's the thing, because we can talk about what she wants, and this is
Right.
what I want guys to understand, and this is what we've even seen in this conversation. A lot of you men go down the wrong road by asking what women want and then listening to them,
Mhm.
because she's already told us what she wants, not through her words, but by her actions. I don't need to ask her anymore what she wants, because we are seeing clearly what she wants. She wants to be a hustler. She wants to go on a cruise. She wants to drive a $70,000 Range Rover. And, she wants some spending money. In none of that did you hear the word husband. So,
Ooh.
hey, I'm telling you what I see. A lot of you men, you go down the wrong road by talking with women, when all you got to do is look at their actions, and their actions will tell you everything. But Shay, listen, I don't want you to think that we're beating up on you, right?
Oh,
And
y'all are.
no, Shay,
No.
no,
No,
Shay.
no.
We love you, but yeah, I don't. People are already saying in the chat that it's kind of clear what you what you want, and
What, to
so
be single for the rest of my life just because I work y'all are killing me here. Like, y'all, I just don't understand.
Well, that's
Like,
what I was trying to get at. And lead attorney, I hear you 100%. But just like when you go through therapy, the key is for them to actually make the realization. So I am curious, do you actually want to have to work these two jobs to have range and stuff like that?
I wouldn't
And to go
have
on these
to
trips?
if I had a man.
You're not answering my question directly.
No.
Okay, so you don't. So your priority should be to put yourself in the best position to be found by a guy
Oh,
that
no, she
can
didn't say
sit
I'm
you
trying to
down.
attract women. What are y'all talking about?
But yeah, you can get there, but you gotta focus in on what it is you actually want and realize that your way of doing things hasn't worked out. A master's degree, and this is no diss, no shade. Working
It
two
don't
jobs,
mean
making
shit. I know.
66,000.
I
There's
get it.
better
I
ways
get
to
it.
do it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. What city are you in?
I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Got you.
That's
Okay.
enough. Like,
Fair enough.
All right. Listen, thank you so much, Shay. Really,
so
really.
what you saying, lead attorney? What's your end thought for me?
Listen, here's what I think. I think if you are happy, Shay, then you need to keep doing exactly what you're doing. I can tell that you are a strong woman. I can tell that, no one is really giving you much of anything, that you worked yourself for what you've got. There are a lot of women out here who have a lot of needs, and they're living on the government while you are out here with two jobs. You are not here on the government with 4 kids. You've been super responsible. You have no kids. You are working hard for yourself, and you're spending your money in the way that you see fit. So I think that's beautiful. And if you are satisfied with that, then I think that's awesome. No woman should be shamed into wanting a man or having a husband, right? And so I think that if you're happy, then keep doing it. I think that if you actually do want a husband, then what you're doing is not going to get you there,
Okay,
right?
that's fair.
But this is what we're talking to now. It seems like a husband's worth in 2021 is not that high, right? So you could absolutely quit your job, turn in your Range Rover, drive a Toyota Corolla, which you're not going to be happy in. 7 months later, you find a guy and you're not happy with the guy that you have. And you're like, well, shit, I could have been driving my Range Rover, right? So, I just think it's a personal choice for everyone, but I just like people to know what they're actually doing and where they're going and what they say they want versus actually what they really want. And it's pretty clear to me what your actions say that you want. But and again, that could be the perfect thing for you because you are a strong woman. No one's giving you anything, and the government's not giving you anything. You've been super responsible, not having all these kids with Pookie like we see in our community.
Right. I don't want to be a baby mama. That's my thing. And I want to find a husband, but it sounds
Well,
like I need to get rid of this second job so that I can go out and mingle.
listen, this is what we're this is a this is why this is a beautiful channel. This is why this is a beautiful channel, because just with talking, we can understand each other. We can absolutely understand each other.
Okay.
So
I gotta
I think
go to
that's
work,
awesome.
y'all.
All right.
6:30.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, Shay. Thank you for listen. And no one has the cam up, but I appreciate you camming up. I really appreciate you doing that. It makes for the audience, it makes it a better experience, right?
Okay.
So thank you so much, Shay.